actually set it to this then. Keep working. Okay, there we go. How about microphone? Waiting for it to come through, hopefully. Should be hearing it by now. I don't know how low I have that. I may have to pause my music to hear it. Oh, there. Okay, I can kind of hear it. All right, good enough. Let me mute that before I continue feeding back into myself. There we go. Cool. All right. This is, there we go, break 183. And this is a whole bunch of product. All right. Can only see a little bit of it on the camera right now, but that's fine. Where's my knife? Here's my knife. Good. All right. I was just gonna do something. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, right. Click on this one and this one. There's our teams. Okay, cool. All right, let's rip some cards. I'm gonna do the Sapphire first and the Pristine second. All right. So this is box number 6 out of the sealed case of 10. It is our 11th box total opened because the other 5 don't count towards the case. So, but yeah, here we go. Da-dum-bum. Pulled a Carter and I took a 10 milli vanilli, so things will get interesting here as we go. All right, for the Brewers, Kristen Yelich. All base Sapphire will get penny sleeved. Daniel Murphy, Rockies. Shed Long for the Mariners. And Johan Oviedo for St. Louis. So there is 1 guaranteed autograph per box, as well as 1 25 or lower parallel per box. Spencer Howard, rookie for the Phillies. Although it doesn't matter, it's a rookie because they're all getting sleeved. Bo Bichette, feature stars. Drew Rasmussen, Brewers. And CJ Cron for the Tigers. All right, Brandon Crawford for the Giants. There's our first color parallel. All right, it is Antonio Senzatella for the Rockies. It is fitting that a Rockies player would get card number 420. I like it. Trevor Bauer for the Dodgers, and behind him is Pedro Severino, catcher for the Orioles. Where, pray tell? Here it is. Didn't know where my sleeves went. Did I just knock that around? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, Pedro Severino, purple. And that is 8 out of 10. Hey, there we go. 8 out of 10. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Ian Kennedy for the Royals. Dustin May, future starts for the Dodgers. And Tanner Rourke for the Blue Jays. Will Myers for San Diego. Jose Abreu for the White Sox. Jeff Mathis, Rangers. And Johan Heim, also Rangers. Tyler Stevenson for the Reds. Trevor Story for the Rockies. Jose Garcia for the Reds. And Alex Colomé for the Twins. Fisher's Wheel of Death spot paying off already. Jake Odorizzi for the Twins. All right, paying off even more. And here's the auto. Diamondbacks, Dalton Varsho. Hey, yo. Very nice. We'll get to you in just a second here. Jake Fraley and Austin Hedges, Guardians. How about that, Weeaboo? Did you have Dalton Varsho autographed Sapphire card on your bingo card? It's not numbered. It's just a standard auto. Actually, here, let's grab one of these for this puppy here. There we are. There. It was a little better. All right, last pack of the first box. Marcus Semien for the Athletics. Cody Whitley for St. Louis. German Marquez for the Rockies. And Jose Martinez for the Mets. So there's box 1. That is number 7. Victor Robles for the Nationals. It was just upside down because. Brandon Bielak for the Astros. Trevor Rosenthal for Padres. And Mike Soroka for the Braves. Salvi, Royals. Joakim Soria for the Athletics. Brad Hand for the Guardians. And Keone Kayla for the Pirates. All right, here's some color, and it is red. Sexy. Quintana for the Cubs. Nick Markakis for the Braves. Marcell Ozuna for the Braves. And behind that is Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. Very nice. All right. It is numbered 5 out of 5. Kick ass. All right. How about that, Red Sox? Car seat. Nice. Okay. Max Kepler for the Twins. The Washington Nationals team card. Joe Musgrove for the Padres. Rafael Marchand for the Phillies. Josh Donaldson for the Twins. Malik Smith for the Mariners. Orlando Arcia for the Braves. And David Price for the Dodgers. All right. Shane Bieber. Guardians. Ketel Marte. Diamondbacks. Eddie Alvarez for the Marlins. And Jonathan Stever for the White Sox. Got Otto still hiding out here. Let's see if it's this one or the last one. It would appear to be this one. A little thicker. Billy Hamilton for the Cubs. Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers. The New York Yankees team card. And behind that, the autograph it's a rookie, Estevan Florial, outfielder for the Yankees. All right, so Yankees hit on that one there. One more pack. Luke Voigt, Yankees. Danny Santana, Rangers. Liam Hendricks for the Athletics. And Angels team card with Ohtani on it. Go ahead and sleeve that. I reckon that is probably worth at least an extra $1 since it says Ohtani on the back so prominently, right? We'll have to eBay that. eBay price check that, see if I'm right or if it's just another card. I don't know. Box number 8. Actually, we'll go like this. And like that. How about that? All right. John Means for the Orioles. Matt Shoemaker for the Blue Jays. St. Louis Cardinals team card. And behind that, Julian Merriweather for the Toronto Blue Jays. William Contreras, catcher for the Braves. Charlie Blackmon of the Rockies. Clint Frazier for the Yankees, and Renato Nunez for the Orioles. There's a nice parallel there. Brandon Belt, San Francisco. Andrew McCutchen for the Phillies at that time. Robbie Ray, Toronto. And behind him is Francisco Lindor for the Guardians. Number 9 out of 25. So, Carter's last minute edition is paying dividends there with a orange out of 25 parallel. It's so sparkly. We don't have an orange shelf yet. We're just starting shelves all over. We have Albert Pujols for the Angels. Albert Amora Jr. for the Cubs. Tim Locastro for the Diamondbacks. And Adam Duvall for the Braves. Lubob for the White Sox. Adalberto Mondesi for Kansas City. Vince Velasquez for the Phillies. And behind that, Jason Castro for the Astros. All right. Chris Sale for the Red Sox. Anthony Santander for the Orioles. Gloves are hats for the Toronto Blue Jays. And Ryan O'Hearn for the Kansas City Royals. That would appear to be maybe a parallel and autograph. We'll see. All right. Cole Calhoun for the Diamondbacks. Starlin Castro for the Nationals. Joey Bart for the Giants. And then behind that, let's see what we've got. It is a rookie. Casey Mize, Detroit. 3 of 5. Sexy. All right. There we go. Casey Mize rookie auto for Detroit, numbered to 5. How about that? That do the trick? Get back up there. Xander Bogaerts tried to jump off. Okay. One more pack here. Kevin Kiermaier, Rays. Motor City Mashers, Tigers, enjoy the return. Detroit also gets Robbie Grossman, and then Jason Hayward, finally, for the Cubs. Move this over. Out of the way a little bit here. There we go. That's number 10. We'll do this one first. There covered up that window. Yeah, that is. All right. So car seats hitting all over the place now. Ryan Brown, Brewers. Mountcastle, rookie card for the Orioles. Chicago White Sox with the team card. And Ryan Presley, Ryan Presley for the Astros. My brain kind of went 3 different ways at once and totally jumped to the wrong track. All right. Kevin Biggio for the Toronto Blue Jays. Archie Bradley for the Reds. Randall Grichuk for the Blue Jays. And Ben Gamel for the Brewers. Alright. Got something there. So we got Harrison Bader for St. Louis. The Cleveland Guardians team card. Jesse Winker for the Reds. And behind him is... Nice, the Oakland Athletics team card. On orange, which is a nice gold sort of orange. That is pretty sick. There you go. Athletics team card. Numbered 3 of 25. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Monty Harrison for the Miami Marlins, as well as the Miami Marlins team card. And finally, David Fletcher for the Angels. Tristan McKenzie for the Guardians, rookie card. Sean Manaea for the Athletics, Jake Lamb for the Athletics, and Jorge Polanco for the Twins. Kyle Tucker for the Astros. Excuse me. Shane Bieber for the Guardians. Mike Minor for the Athletics, and Christian Walker for the Diamondbacks. All right, so this is probably going to be our auto then. It would appear to be. All right, so we've got the Oakland Athletics team card. Get closer again here. Here we go. Eduardo Escobar for the Diamondbacks. Willie Adames for the Rays. And behind that, it's portrait format. Alex Kirilloff for the Twins on the autograph. Very cool. So, unironically, Fisher's gamble on the Twins did in fact pay off with an Alex Kirilloff rookie auto. What do you know? All right. Ooh, some color here. Didn't we already have a parallel? This would be a extra. Edwin Diaz for the Mets. Stephen Piscotty for the Athletics. Jay Bruce for the Phillies. And behind that, the Washington Nationals team card. 5 out of 25. Well, howdy do. All right. That's cool. I suppose I'll just tuck that there. Right. The last box of the Sapphire. Just reminding myself that while it feels like it has been this expensive albatross almost, at the same time, it is the cheapest that I'm ever going to rip Sapphire, so I might as well just enjoy it. Because that is the truth. Ryan Brazier for the Red Sox. Danny Mendick for the White Sox. Jojo Romero for the Phillies rookie card. And Tom Hatch, rookie for the Blue Jays. Because unfortunately, Sapphire every other year gets really insane really quickly. But that was the cool thing about this, is not only guaranteed auto, but cheap, relatively. It's still Sapphire. You know, Justin Upton, Angels. Brett Gardner for the Yankees. Mike Zunino for the Rays. And Chad Wallach for the Miami Marlins. It actually resells now for considerably less than the list price when it came out. So we are paying below pre-order pricing. Imagine, right? Be so many years before that happens again. Jake Woodford for St. Louis. Victor Reyes for Detroit. Jorge Alfaro for Miami Marlins. And behind that we have a orange rookie, Julian Merriweather for the Toronto Blue Jays. 5 out of 25. Jose Urena, pitcher for Detroit. Luke Voigt for the Yankees. Ken Giles for the Blue Jays. And Corey Dickerson for the Marlins. Dallas Keuchel for the White Sox. Omar Narvaez for the Brewers. Jonathan Schoop for the Detroit Tigers. And Andrew Vaughn, rookie for the White Sox. 3 packs left of this bad boy. Wilson Ramos for the Mets. Brandon Lowe for the Rays. Brandon Lau, Josh Lowe. Now I forget which way it is. I think it's Brandon Lau now that I say that. Taijuan Walker for the Blue Jays. And Andy Young, rookie for Arizona. This will probably be our autograph here. so I'm going to be a tease. Zach Greinke for the Astros. Adam Frazier for Pittsburgh. Luis Garcia for the Astros. And Philadelphia Phillies team card. Now back to this. That autograph at the back. Okay. Jed Gyorko for the Brewers. Christian Javier for the Astros. Edward Olivares for Kansas City. And finally, Sixto Sanchez for Miami. Nice. Demon. Way to go. Swoop in with a little marlin sauce there. Not the one you wanted, but still cool. Fine, I'm just going to turn you off entirely. There we go. Got glare on that last card there. That's not good. There. Oh, I was watching the wrong... Never mind. Okay. I was watching the one on time delay and trying to adjust it in real time. Not a smart man. Okie dokie. There's my brick of Sapphire that I need to sleeve. Now, let's make some magic, shall we? Let's see, I suppose we'll just put that like that. We'll start filling in flat space with slabs. We have a pretty good view of it, camera-wise, you know. Okay. Okay, Topps Pristine, don't let me down. And if you want to make sure that the Royals hit is in this one and not the one that I didn't know that the break opened, I wouldn't be mad. But, you know, I'm happy for whoever gets hits. Because, as I said in chat, I can just go cry to my stars in the night about it. Or, for that matter, my other wealth of things that I need to stare at instead of buying more break spots, if we're going to be completely honest. Pain. But that's alright. We'll get there. Okay. Sick. There we go. That works. I can scoot that and scoot that. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so this is the tri-pack. Okay, so I open it, and there's another pack, and a slab, and then some loose ones, right? Or is there always loose ones? Are there always loose ones, I guess? I'm sorry. I should get a blocker here, because I have one handy, actually. Oh, right. Okay, and then I open this, and there's another pack. There we go. Okay. I've only seen it ripped, so, you know. Okay. So to start out, we have Adley Rutschman on a refractor. And Drake Baldwin out of 75 for the Braves. Very nice. Little love for Carter there. I'm sure he'll be happy to hit some Drake. $33 out of 75. All right, the inner pack. Let me take my glasses off. Get them out of the way here. Michael Harris Jr. Let me get one of my foams here. Griffin Coney for the Marlins. Brooks Baldwin for the White Sox. Salvi for the Royals. And plated and polished, Kobe Mayo. Orioles. Actually, I suppose I'm just going to top load these eventually. With as much other top loading as I'm going to be doing right now, I'm just going to do it on the spot. Get that in reach. Okay, and big reveal. For the Red Sox, it is Manny Ramirez, 32 out of 50. For the record, I did not know who. I only knew the team because I kind of saw the very bottom of it under my blocker. 32 out of 50 for the Red Sox. There we go. Sorry, hands are all twitchy. It's a weird angle to reach at. That's when I would reach with my right, but I can't move my shoulder that far. It says, Alright, Ellie De La Cruz on the refractor, and Francisco Alvarez also on a refractor. So no special color in that one, just rainbow. But that's okay. We'll still take 2 refractors. That's fine. No big deal. All right, the inner pack. Logan Henderson for the Brewers, rookie card. Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. J-Dom for the Yankees. Kevin Alcantara for the Cubs. And Cade Horton, Precisionaires, rookie. Wasn't sure if it was going to be parallel. Cool if it was. Alright. And the slab. Vlad Guerrero, the senior, 181 of 199 for the Los Angeles Angels. Sorry, I'm just enjoying playing with that hologram pattern in the background. I think the sour apple kicked in. Hooray. Okay, so that's pack 2. Let's keep going. Okay. Spencer Schwellenbach, refractor for the Braves, and William Contreras, refractor for the Brewers. Get the top half of that off there. And in our inner pack, we get Zach Neto for the Angels. Come up here a little. There we go. Wyatt Langford for the Rangers. Salvi again. Ooh. Acuna Jr. Precisionaires blue out of 75. And then Babe Ruth Perseverance, 22 seasons. I can't tell if that's the foil or something else. There's a line running this way. It almost seems like a print scratch, but it's a weird angle to be a print scratch, so I'm not sure what else it would be. I'll let you look at it. It's not like awful, and honestly, you may be able to buff it off. I'm just not gonna mess with it. Let's see. We'll put that up here with the other blue. Actually, with the other blue Atlanta hit, no less. So Carter's color today is blue. Is the Perseverance particularly short? Is it like 1 per box, or? Oh wait, gotta do this guy here. Alright, it's purple and it's a rookie. David Festa for the Twins. Alright. 61 out of 99. Nice. There we go. So, Fisher continues to rake on the Twins gambit. Nice work, Wheel of Death. Nice work. Not meant sarcastically either. Genuinely, nice work. We love a good wheel spin. Oop. Nope. There we go. Totally forgot what I was doing. Luckily, I couldn't read it because I don't have my glasses on. So, I don't know what that was. And that's not like a har. I really don't. Really no clue. Hey, bonus. Anthony Volpe. Nice. Little relic auto hit there for us. I may have to do a little snoopy snoop. Let's see, we'll try on the 75 here. Yeah. That'll do. Pristine Pieces autograph relic. So there you have it, Yankees. Little love for you there. You can barely see it, but there's a teeny bit of pinstripe there on the edge. Fisher bringing in the receipts. Yeah, at least it wasn't like insult to injury sort of situation, but yeah, I kind of called that. That's okay. It only happens if you walk away from it, right? If you stick with it, then you guarantee it won't hit. Grant McCray, Giants. Nico Cavadas, Angels rookie. George Springer, Blue Jays. Something behind here. Stuck to me. Perseverance, nice. Salvi, 2 out of 99, 14 seasons. And then Acuna Jr., Precision Airs behind that. Okay, and behind here, Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets, 66 out of 75. Remind me. Mets. Oh, are actually WSF this time. All right. I was thinking Carter grabbed them. But no, that's right. This is the Sapphire inheritance, so he didn't. 66 out of 75. Nice hit there for WSF. Love it. All right. We have Mike Schmidt for the Phillies, refractor, and Alan Roden out of 199 for the Twins behind that rookie card. Uh, 64 out of 199. I don't really have a spot for Aqua, so I guess we'll just put you over here. Oh, and then drop the autograph. You know. There we go. Nico Cavadas, rookie for the Angels. Evan Carter for the Rangers. Tanner Scott for the Miami Marlins. It stuck to me there. Brian Reynolds for the Pirates. And Jackson Merrill, Precisionaires for the Padres. Okay. And the slab. Will Smith for the Dodgers, number 80 out of 99. And finally, the last pack. Frank Thomas, refractor for the White Sox. And Lawrence Butler, Aqua, 188 out of 199 for the Athletics. The last two middle cards, if you will. I guess I'll stick you there. Alright, there's that. And inner pack. Logan Henderson for the Brewers. Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. George Springer for the Blue Jays. Mick Abel for the Twins. And Tatis Jr. on the plated and polished insert. All right. Oh, man. Good luck. Here we go. Ready? J-Dom for the Yankees on a base auto. Huh. If that isn't a scratch, then that's a hair, which is hilarious because that is not my hair and that is not my dog's hair. That came with the Topps package. Huh. Anyway, J-Dom for the Yankees. Congrats. That was, in fact, a good call. Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. Get this box out of the way. And get my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Oops, sorry for shaking you there. Ow. Okay, well, let's start with, I guess let's start right here. Don't know if it's worth anything, but it is the Angels team card with Ohtani, his backside anyway, front and center. So it's got that going for it. Let's squeak this and this out. Lawrence Butler, 199, and Alan Roden, 199. Twins and A's. Oops, let's not knock that stuff over. There we go. Let me see here. How about, that's 99, that's 75. Yeah, I guess let's come over here for the purple Salvi out of 99, Perseverance. Little insert action there. Then I suppose that puts us on 75. Acuna Jr. 75 on the Precisionaires, I'm sorry, and the Drake Baldwin 75 on the base refractor. And then let's go over here. Like that. There we go. And then we had Athletics, Orange, 8 of 25. Nationals, Orange, 5 of 25. Team cards, I don't know. Francisco Lindor, 9 of 25. And Julian Merriweather, 5 of 25. All of those Orange Sapphire. And then I suppose let's go this way. Little out of order, but it's fine. Volpe on the autograph relic card. Alex Kirilloff with a base autograph Twins. Dalton Varsho with a base autograph Diamondbacks. Estevan Florial with a base autograph Yankees. Sixto Sanchez, base autograph Miami Marlins. And up here on the top shelf, we got the out of 10, Pedro Severino. 8 out of 10. And the Xander Bogaerts, 5 out of 5. Red Sapphire Refractor. And finally, the Casey Mize rookie Sapphire autograph, red, 3 out of 5. And then down here, I'll kind of stack them with my hands so they don't smoosh. Will Smith, Dodgers, purple out of 99. Luis Angel Acuna, blue out of 75. Vlad Guerrero, the senior, aqua out of 199. Manny Ramirez, gold out of 50. And then autographs for J-Dom, Yankees. And David Festa, purple 99, Twins. And that does it. That is 183. Thanks, everyone. I will get this sorted and rolling fairly quickly here. So, yeah. I'm just finishing up 173, which just Alan Ginter, that's all I can say. It is a time suck. There's so many little piles, but I'll get through it. I am making progress. 183 is almost done. Everyone is done except if you wanted all your base. I still have to get you your base. But, yeah. But I'm chugging along. Oh, well, I have the camera on. More product just came in. Zoop. So, here we go. I need one of those. Preview of upcoming mixer. We're going to run this back twice. 2022 UK, actually 2 boxes. I just only grabbed one. So 2 of that. Chrome 2022 base. Chrome 2022 Hobby Light. And Chrome 2022 update. This is important because these have the 5 short prints that these lack, if you know all the 2022 drama. So, 2 of these, Chrome, Chrome Light, Chrome Update. So 5-box mixer, run it back twice. So that is 2 of the upcoming breaks. I now have to put those back into order. Oops. Oh well. My box of Pro Draft also arrived. So I have that. And that catches me up with everything physically here. Anything else is in transit, and I don't remember this very second. So I will let you all go. Have a pleasant evening. Thank you for jumping in on this break and hanging